had someone watching. That was close.
Let him watch. Let him watch.
If you
What a
want,
surprise there in
I'll put it on Twitch. I don't care.
Oh, Matt, do you have access to my cleric?
Oh,
So you
give me a
can
minute.
teach me how to play?
I do not.
Okay.
Go
Give me a
ahead,
second.
go on
Hold on.
Twitch.
Can you see my turtle?
I have a black screen. A big black square.
Oh, hold on. Probably the.
Scroll around.
God damn it! Wrong screen. Give me a second. I'm a little discombobulated.
I'm as far out as I can go, and it's still a little black screen.
Wait, give-
that he's discombobulated.
Give Allie a
That's how the
ghost
DM
token.
died.
The DM died by discombobulation.
Alright,
Yes?
there you go.
In the summer of
Can
2008.
Can you see now?
It is still a black screen.
Not
You
me,
suck.
Search around.
Hold on.
I had to search around a lot of black before I found the light, so go ahead.
Well, I have it zoomed out as far as I can.
Oh,
But that's
well,
because
no,
he
it's a
said
black
as a
screen.
tribal warrior instead of a turtle.
Oh, something popped up. I don't know what you did, but it popped up.
popped up.
Oh, I can't control the turtle. Oh no, now I can. We're good.
Yeah, he was said as a tribal warrior.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Alright, everyone here? People? Farmers? Canadians?
Farmer.
Oh,
Canadian.
Hey, we have our own thing.
oh shucks. Wow.
See?
Oh, this is mostly a Canadian group. It's actually damn.
It's true.
Is it half?
It's half right
No.
now. Oh, Allie counts as 0.5 for both, so we kind of win.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
So wait,
sorry.
how are you half Canadian, half American?
I am a Canadian, or I am a U.S. citizen, but I have my Canadian residency, working on my Canadian citizenship.
She's a goddamn traitor.
I am, and I'm so thankful for being that traitor.
So Matt's
Yeah,
Maple Leaf then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was born in Las Vegas, Nevada. And
Oh,
I
wow.
lived until I was 22 years old in Washington.
Wow.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you met Matt in Washington then.
No, I met him online. I thought he was a creeper and almost didn't talk to him at first.
Well, he is a creeper, and you probably shouldn't have talked to him, but that's a story for a whole different day.
No.
Thank God
Better
you
than the-
said it, and I didn't. I'm the newcomer in the group. You know these people. I shouldn't have said that.
I don't know, Matt was a better option other than the 42-year-old man that tried to tell me that I was my inner self was a boy child. So,
That man was severely altered in his own mind.
oh yeah, he also was saying that he liked incest and wouldn't mind asking his future 18-year-old daughter.
And last time on D.
Classic.
I love how it's been recorded this whole time.
Yeah,
Ben.
good interruption on that one. I mean,
Would you like me to restart the recording? Are you okay with all
we're
this?
good.
Alright.
Allie is trying not to spit out her drink. She's hopping so hard.
Man, can you call me terrible child real fast?
I totally forgot we were recording. I'm so sorry.
I don't care. For everyone to know for you, not me.
Don't worry, Allie's just gonna be all over YouTube tonight.
It's only on the internet forever.
yeah, this is totally gonna get a million hits. Don't worry.
It's in 10 years when it comes up and someone sees it.
Well, then I'll add to the record book that I completely blocked that guy as soon as that started coming out.
Oh, all right, good.
So,
Good.
so Matt was that was the only thing worse than Matt.
It was either Matt or that guy. And she went with Matt. Good job, Matt.
No, you're not making any noise.
Ooh.
Allie's... I think her Discord crashed.
She just quit on us. She got mad.
Yep.
She was laughing, though. Didn't she?
Oh, no, there we go. I think I just accidentally pulled on the plug.
Yeah, you're back.
Oh, that was funny.
Alright, so
Oh, that was very funny.
let's see what else we can get ourselves into.
Yeah, let's go. Let's roll, dude.
Oh, little epic. So, last time on D&D, Crunk's dead. Alright, I got that out of the way.
Coup de grace by the whole team.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Dude, I had so much on my mind that I totally forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me about that.
Yeah, because Fabian came in after y'all knocked me down and then dug a dagger through my heart.
I didn't kill you.
I thought you were the one that coup de grace me.
No.
No, I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Of
Yeah.
course it was Mallory. Who else would it be?
No, I think it was Baldric.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was
The
Baldric.
only good party member we have executed our friends in cold blood.
Wait, no, I'm true neutral, actually.
How are you? I thought you were chaotic good.
No, true neutral.
I think Krunk was your only good character.
Yeah, he got us going on.
Fucked up in the same respect. Like,
Yeah.
I think Krunk was, oh yeah, chaotic good. Okay.
Yeah, because he worked for the Adventure Corps. He was Dashin's personal bounty hunter. So
Yeah.
yeah, but Crunk did not play very chaotic. Crunk played very much.
oh, he's very chaotic. That got him killed.
Totally very chaotic, yeah.
Maybe
Maybe not good, though. Maybe chaotic neutral.
I would put him at lawful neutral if anything.
No, he tried to start a fight club that pretty much was just mugging people. Remember?
He
And
did.
remember I got that one shop closed because I
The,
went
la-
to the
the last
shop
time you
owner?
guys, when you guys left Belavesh, the last thing you guys saw was an entire SWAT team of guardsmen surrounding the shop, as Superior Zack had been on a murder spree.
Because they told him he could knock out people and take their money.
I'm like, be very careful how you word this.
Alright, chaos wins. I think the good in Crunk was really what was winning me over. Because the good in Crunk was like, no, don't hurt these people. They don't need to be hurt.
Wait, wasn't Krunk the one that killed that lawful good snake thing that we just encountered?
Yes, because it came out of the hole that threw Fabian across the room.
Because it flew away.
Yep.
How? Yep. See, Krunk? I'd say chaotic neutral.
At that point, yeah, you're right. Yeah, like neutral.
Yeah. So, you guys find yourselves in the room as it ended. You were pushing Krunk's corpse into the hole that the spider had emerged from. What would you guys like to do?
We killed him, dragged him out, stabbed him, then pushed him in the hole. And looted him before we pushed him in, I think.
Oh yeah, everyone took his shit.
Pause, please, because Mesh is going to take a very unique action to his character builds, and here we go! Boom! Burn the body.
So you shoot the fireball down into the hole?
Before he goes in the hole, shoot it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, Mesh, we're in a closed space. Now we're just gonna be breathing in dead.
Oh wait,
person.
please roll. Wait a minute. Roll me a. Please roll me a. God, do I want to roll intelligence for this, or what's PTSD? You guys think Constitution,
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Ah, fuck.
Wisdom.
Motherfuckers, you're all against me.
Go ahead, Adam. Roll away. Roll us a wisdom saving throw on how bad your PTSD kicks in on this fireball.
Should be -2.
It's a 9. I set the DC at 10 for you. You are pretty petrified of this burning corpse, and you kind of want to flee as far as you can from that. As you, as Jennifer's in your head, what are you doing? Wait, what's the matter?
Wait, can Mesh roll a perception check to see what happens after he lights his body on fire?
Yeah, go ahead. It's a burning body.
Fuck!
What the fuck, Mesh? Now we're gonna be breathing in dead people smoke. We're in an enclosed space. Where do you think that's gonna go?
He needed to be buried with honor.
I don't think so. He stabbed all of us at least once.
Mesh turns an evil glare right towards you. He needed to be buried with honor.
Alright. Don't bury me with honor.
You better not get us buried at all.
Yeah, you know what? I'm tired of him burying me, Jennifer, okay?
I don't know what you people do, but you're really getting to concern me.
He's the one that killed me.
Oh, why are we hanging out with him?
Because we work together? I don't know.
Oh, that's an HR nightmare.
Yeah.
Didn't you kill yourself?
She doesn't know this.
I just wasn't there for that. I was pretty sure that was a self-inflicted death.
It was.
So you guys are in the room. The corpse is kind of burning off, and you feel a breeze coming from the hole in the ground.
So, was the corpse in the hole still, or?
I think the corpse is outside of the hole. You guys kicked the cursed axe into the hole.
Okay. Because I'm curious of what else is down in that hole. If there's anything.
I don't know. How do you want to scope it out?
Can anybody cast light? Actually, I have dark vision. I can just look and see if I can see anything, I guess.
Step down into the hole.
Alright. Woo!
As you poke your head down and you kind of see the cobwebs and all that, you kind of see an ascending, it almost looks like an ascending staircase up, and you see light at the end of the tunnel breathing down.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. So that's how we go to the next floor, guys.
Or get out.
Or get out. But there's still things we have to look around on this floor.
Yeah. Yeah, like this door up here. And I'll take a look at this door, like, check for traps.
Alright, search it. It's just kind of jammed up a little bit. You can probably get into there no problem if you want to open the door.
Looks pretty clear to me. Yeah. Should I just open it, or is there something else around here?
You can open it if you want.
Alright, I'm just gonna open it.
And as you open it, roll initiative.
Famous last words.
Should I clear the turnover first?
Yeah, you're Zach. Sorry.
Well, fuck.
As through the door, in the closet, you see...
What the fuck is that?
I think it right out there.
Oh, how cute.
Well, Matt knows what it is. Fabian has no idea and is terrified.
That thing was terrifying.
You're so cute and cuddly.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's
They
not
just want to give you a hug with their mouths wide open.
all fucking 6 of them, 7 of them. God damn it!
Hey, what's
I
a
think
hug
there's
with your
9.
mouth supposed to be?
From what I can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one might be another one. So let's just calling him an ape.
Has
I
extra
see.
decent making out skill.
But as you give me another perception check real quick, Adam.
Fuck.
It looks like it's asleep. None of the eyes are open.
Okay, I close the door.
Are you first in initiative?
Yep. I mean, so far.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, who's missing out of it, Gary? He just didn't click on himself? Is that what happened?
I mean, I'm just pretty much like,
Mesh didn't roll initiative.
I didn't roll at all.
Hmm.
But I'm pretty much just watching my comrade's body burn.
Alright.
Once if I hated my comrade because he'd like to destroy all of his fellows.
Alright, well, right now combat's over.
Body burn in honor.
Doors shut, combat's over.
Okay.
I'm holding on to this
Well, I mean,
initiative for
we
now.
might as well keep this order because I'm just gonna let everyone figure out what they want to do, and then I'm just gonna open it and fuck up this thing.
Well, on that note, Mesh has already decided that he's going to make sure his comrade's body burns fully.
Do we want to wait for Mesh then?
It's up to you.
Alright,
I mean,
you guys just
Mesh,
decide.
Mesh is silent in this whole thing. He's silent. He's watching the body burn.
Sounds like poor good hair.
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of gross. I'm gonna try and use prestidigitation to freshen up the air.
It does do that.
It's working. What kind of scent would you like to turn it into?
Maybe like a piney scent.
So, you guys kind of get for being stuck in this dungeon for days now. You kind of get this lawfully smell of like a pine forest. It's a little relaxing. Anything else you guys want to do?
Tap my
Mesh,
foot impatiently.
unless the body burns out,
It's gonna burn for a little while.
well, Mesh won't take an action until he's done watching.
And probably at least 30 seconds to a minute before it burns up. Actually, I shall roll the first dice tonight on how long. 30 seconds till it burns out.
Okay. 5 rounds.
So far, 2 rounds kind of have passed because nothing's happening. Are you guys going to engage in that, or you just want to drop?
I'm not touching that thing in there.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just gonna wait till Mesh has done his thing.
Alright. The corpse dissipates and just... It's kind of like Uncle Owen corpses. This time. Star Wars says Luke's uncle and aunt. After Boba Fett fucking torched them. Just imagine that.
As you see the corpse dissipate, everyone that is watching will notice Mesh put his hand at his side, the one that's not holding his staff, bow his head slightly, and speak something, just utter something, just a whisper in Draconic.
Is this like a Dragonborn thing? Would I know this at all?
Roll a perception here if you if you can hear him.
If you know Draconic,
I mean, just the whole burning the dead and like, is it part of their culture to burn their dead?
I can tell you this right now. You've been traveling with Mesh for long enough. You would have made it apparent. He's done this before. if you recall correctly, he's done this before.
I mean, yeah, I was there.
First character died.
Hey, it's the same character, I'll have you know.
Yeah, but it's different in a way.
I mean, it's very different. That's why I'm
Now
wondering if
you're a
there's...
hot elf. You're a hot elf chick now, but before you were like this hideous, weird-looking man orc.
Yeah. No, I'm just wondering if there's a, like, if I would think of any reason for a Dragonborn to be burning bodies, like a cultural one, or something like that, like a religious one.
Roll history. See if you've heard it in passing through your tales. Yeah, you've heard. In all your combat with unhumans throughout the years, you've met a couple Dragonborn on the battlefield who would do the same to fellow comrades. But it was more, you more or less hung out with, shit. Why can't, it's Metallic, who are the good dragons, why can't I think of them?
Chrome?
Yeah, chromatics.
Tiamat?
It was more of a chromatic thing from what you came across. Usually the Metallics didn't care for their own. So it's neat to see him have compassion for his friends.
Alright. Yeah, it's definitely a different side. I'll just be patient.
So as the corpse dissipates, you finish your prayer. What would you like to do? Gare.
Well, in Mesh's slight trance of what had just happened, he looks up to see what everyone else is doing.
Everyone seems to be hustled away from that one door and staring at you, including the sentient turtle, which seems a little more active than usual.
I look at everyone, I pan around. Mesh pans around and looks at everyone. He died with honor.
Krunk always did have honor.
Mesh
I
puts
suppose-
his head down and walks. Stares a piercing glare at this mechanical turtle.
It smiles at you.
Mesh offers a single tooth.
What, to the turtle?
Yeah. At that meaning like a half-assed smile.
A,
Oh.
a snaggletooth smile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a snarl smile.
I thought you were talking about Krunk's teeth.
You know, like when yeah, here's one of you smiled at me. Here's one of my fallen comrades' teeth. Here, take this.
I thought you gave it to him to store for, like, later.
Yeah, no,
I don't know, some weird wizard or some weird sorcerer thing.
I don't loot the bodies of the dead. Mesh does not loot the bodies of the dead.
Oh,
Unless-
you should loot mine. There's a lot of gold there.
They
unless
already did.
they're
We already did.
evil.
Oh.
And, like,
We split all the gold up last game.
Oh, right.
As well as, you were gonna post your magic items in the Discord chat.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, then yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, Bracers Defense. Polished rocks.
It's what I had on me. I don't know why I had polished rocks, but I had them.
I'm pretty sure I took the bracer.
You did, yes, because you're the only one that could use them.
Yes.
Because they give you +2 AC.
Yeah. Oh. God damn. Oh, okay.
So, while you were burning the body, there's a monster with many mouths just on the other side of this door.
You kind of hear the snoring.
If it's sleeping, let's let it sleep.
So what you're saying is sneak past it.
It was a
Yeah.
closet you walked into. You got that with your investigation. There's nothing in there other than an urn and a few shelves with random supplies.
If there's a sleeping beast, let it sleep. no interest in any of these things.
But there is
Would you
items
guys? Yeah, would you mind if I, cast invisibility on myself and just go and check out the room then?
Roll
there.
stealth
Why
with
don't we
advantage
let
when you
the
do.
sneaky guy go through there?
I've already slid out of tunnel and nobody's noticing.
He's so sneaky. He's not even here.
Dylan, can you try walking and see if it drags you into the tunnel on your own? I don't know how. Once you get in that hole, does it take you to a different map when you get in there?
Nope.
No,
I
it
just
does
see
not.
I just see my token on top of the hole.
Alright, it's just gonna poof you to there then.
Oh, sorry.
Yay. So I am actually going to roll sneaky sneaks. Because I am being sneaky.
You are one with the shadows.
Holy shit!
Nice.
You only have one higher stealth than me.
Take your invisibility pot and walk in there. Roll with advantage if you want.
Yeah, I can cast invisibility, then I'm gonna go in.
Yep, you're good. You're wandering around. It's just snoring.
And I'm just gonna look through the stuff that you mentioned.
Dylan, as you walk through there, it's just a little bit of a few dead creatures all sucked up into the walls by why the fuck can't I think of it? By spider webs. You see a few rusted weapons kind of dangling down. Nothing worth anything in there really. But at the end of the tunnel, because the compass always fucks with me, to the left of the screen
It's
is a
north,
sunlight
for
north.
some reason.
Yeah, it's sunlight comes down. Well, not sunlight, but some light emanates down from above.
What is this little protrusion up here? Is there anything? Is it a dead end?
It's where the spiders slept.
Yeah, okay.
What are you doing, Adam? Yeah, Adam.
Yeah, I'm just gonna search through the vase and stuff that you said was in here.
There's a heart, a glowing heart in the vase.
Like a human heart?
Mm.
I'm just gonna take the whole container.
Roll me another. Roll me a sleight of hand to grab it, because you're still trying to be quiet. You pick it up, no problem. And just stealth your ass right back out of there if you want.
Was there anything else in here?
No, it was just that urn with a heart, and there looks like there's a few things underneath it, a jabbering mouth. Or the creature, sorry.
Oh, like, is it sitting on them, or is it just really
It's
close
sitting
to
on them.
It's sleeping on me.
Yeah, it's sleeping. Like, come on, this... How could this be any easier?
What you don't know is that it was poisoned. You go to sleep for 10,000 years.
Oh my god, I literally have one of those potions.
Please try to
Ki-
sneak the items out from under this thing's ass. Like I will.
I mean... Wait, could I just poison it for 10,000 years? We found one of those earlier.
Roll me.
No. That.
Wait, what?
Roll me a sleight of hand to feed it without it moving, with advantage.
Wait, no, which mouth?
I don't know. We'll see how his
The
roll goes.
biggest one.
The biggest. That's good.
The one that's snoring.
Holy shit!
As it opens up to snore, you start pouring down the poison, and it starts to choke on what's coming up. It springs open, and all the eyes just all open at once, and it lets out this horrifying screech. And then they all yawn, and it falls back asleep.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, I push its body over and quickly start looting.
Alright, and you receive...
Wait, didn't I poison it with the 10,000 years of sleep?
I'm giving you your prize.
I did. 10,000 years of sleep potions.
Alright.
Classic.
15 minutes, guys. I'll be right back, okay?
Okie dokie.
What a waste of a good potion.
serious,
happened?
right? What the fuck?
What happened?
I think it was a good use of it.
Adam wasted our eternal slumber potion on a sleeping Gibbery Mouther.
Nice. At least you know it'll never wake up.
Yeah,
I
not in
pretty
your
much
guys'
killed it.
lifetime. So, what would you guys like to do from here? Maurus is gone.
I guess.
This invisible man is woman is carrying out all this loot.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic on the stuff that's coming out.
I found an
Yeah.
art.
Man, that rod is really freaking cool. If any of us were a warlock.
All right.
Don't worry, it's my backup character.
Hold on. I have to bring up. So the heart, as you detect magic on it, emanates a transmutation magic on it.
Okay.
Because that's all detect gives you is what type of magic it is.
Um,
And then you get something off of the staff, the rod.
yeah, I'll just cast Identify on the rod,
Alright.
and then I guess I'll do an Arcana check, or Arcana check on the heart.
If you'd like, go ahead. It's a Yanti's heart. And
On T.
the half snake people.
Oh, okay.
And it looks edible.
That seems like a terrible idea.
I mean, I love terrible ideas.
Is Jennifer about to eat a snake heart?
No, Baldric.
Alright.
There's a difference. Jennifer is not integral.
Can you
Ew.
share what the rod does?
Ew,
I'm just curious.
ew. Yeah, hold
Yeah,
on.
I'll paste it.
I can
Yeah.
I can share it to you guys. Maybe I can't. Oh, I did already. Alright, show the players there. Show the players.
Holy shit, is it plus 1, 2, or 3?
It's plus 1.
This is +1. +1 rod. So you get +1 bonus to your spell attack rolls. And your secondary DC. And you can regen 1 warlock spell slot.
That's
long
really
rest.
good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
super
fucking
good.
cool.
It was it worth 10,000 years slumbering? And did you eat that heart?
Please say
I'm
yes.
tempted. I don't know. Guys, should I eat this?
Yes.
I mean,
You're
I'm
gonna
not
in the back of your mind, you hear the memory of Krog saying, "Eat it. It's delicious."
And you hear Vivian say, it's probably a really, really bad idea. In fact, just give it to me.
I don't
And
know.
also, what the fuck
mean,
do I
like,
see in
yeah,
front of me?
you have it.
You
Like,
find yourself at the
Now
bottom
you
of
say
a
it's
well.
edible.
Yeah.
hmm
Specifically, what the hell is
Well-
that?
That's the exit to the well.
Exit to what?
It's a well.
Yeah.
And you can
I
climb
don't
your...
fucking doubt it.
No, that's what you're climbing out of.
Oh, it goes up.
hmm
Oh well. So it's above me. It's not a hole in the
Yeah,
floor.
you're in the hole in the floor.
Okay.
And you pop up into a room with some clean drinking water on one side and a dried up well on the other.
Ain't drinking water's fucking trapped. Fucking poison that puts you to sleep for 10,000 years. Ain't touch that shit.
I'm allergic to that stuff. But anyways, Fabian, you're saying this thing is edible. You don't know what it does.
No, which means you shouldn't eat it.
Alright. Can I make like a survival check to see if it would do me any harm?
Yeah,
See
go
if it's
ahead.
poisonous or deadly?
That should. Oh, sorry. It's a normal staircase leading up to a very elaborate door. The door is unlocked. In survival, Super edible.
Yeah, seems fine to me.
Actually, you really want to eat it now.
Can I do an alchemist check to see what it might do if he eats it?
It's magical. I'm surprised you just didn't identify it.
I really hope it turns you into a Yonti. So
Are you
don't-
already? Are you eating it at this point now, Adam?
Well, no, if, like, can you identify it?
I didn't think I could identify it.
It's a magical item. Why wouldn't
Okay, yeah, I'll identify it then.
you? Whoever consumes this whole heart will understand snakes.
Ooh, that's good.
How could I pass up an opportunity like this?
You're gonna make me eat that?
No, I'm gonna eat it and you're just gonna watch.
Look, if you learn Parcel Tongue, the Sorting Hat's will put you in Slytherin. You don't want to do that.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I have no interest in knowing. Well, it'd be fun to learn to speak snake, but I'm not eating that thing.
It doesn't say speak snake though, it says you will understand snakes.
No,
Is that right?
you will.
What is this, Harry Potter?
Yes.
Yeah,
The word for word is. Because it's somewhere in here. I was just reading it. How the fuck did I lose it? What number was that? Sorry, I was moving on to the next room.
I eat it.
As you bite into this heart and it just oozes blood down the side of your face, and you just hear Jennifer in the back of your head, ew. You just keep munching on it. And any character who eats the entire thing gains permanent ability to understand the speech of snakes and Yanti. So, as
I
you
am
can
Harry
just,
Potter.
Yes.
Yeah, Harry Potter. You learn Parcel Tongue, and I want you to put it in your fucking skill page as Parcel Tongue.
Absolutely, please do.
So that's that. Did you hear what happened while you were gone, Gare?
No.
Adam still had Baldric still had his potion of 10,000 years of sleep, and snuck in and poured it down the gibbering mouther, and he's now asleep for 10,000 years, and it took all his loot.
Yeah, I heard that part, but I didn't hear the part about all loot.
Nice. Warlock shit. Pretty much.
Yeah, no one hears a war. That sucks.
My backup character is, so we'll just hold on to that.
No one's a warlock yet.
Yeah, hold on that tight, will ya?
Alright, Malrus, what are you doing?
I'm peeking the store.
As you stealth check to open the doors quietly.
Stealth.
Boop, and
Surprise, surprise.
I mean, I literally can't roll this with 11 on stealth. Huh.
as you
Oh,
look in
that's-
hold on, I just want to share it to you because I don't want to ruin it for anyone yet.
Huh.
Look in your journal, Dylan. You should be able to see it. That is marching back and forth in. It should be under handouts.
I love it. Oh, that's great. So I guess I'm just gonna carefully ease the door closed. And then step back.
Well, I'm gonna head down the hole and go towards wherever that place is.
Wait up. Hold on. I'm just getting these last few bites in.
So, wow. So, hang on. This here's a well they're climbing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. wanted to disguise myself as something horrific to scare her, which I was caught well.
You're pulling a crunk.
I am pulling a crunk.
Alright,
So I'm totally
Roll
putting
a-
a goddamn spell slot on this.
yep, and then just roll deception when they come up.
I don't have to. I have a hand disguise.
Yes, you do. What would you like to take the shape of?
Oh god, I'm just gonna take the shape of what's in that room. At least the upper body part of it. Just lean over the hole as soon as I start climbing up.
Alright, so everybody start marching your way down the alley. If you're down this web tunnels as you creep through all the cocoons.
Alright, well, I guess I will go first, because I was here first.
Alright,
I
and
believe in you, Fabian.
roll us a deception check with advantage as Fabian is climbing the ladder up.
Advantage. I'm not very good at this. Where's my deception? Not bad.
Oh, with advantage.
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh, I was gonna. Do you want to try and counter with a nat 20 on your own on perception, or you just gonna shit yourself at this point? As you reach to the top of this, from the top you hear chattering as this pops its head around the corner where my handouts. And through all that, just to show Dylan. Is it not sharing to you guys now?
I saw it.
Did it pop up for the rest of you?
I didn't have anything pop up.
No.
I had nothing pop up.
Let me try something different then. Edit, show to players, show to everyone. That
Oh!
What the fuck?
it comes chattering over the top of the well and stares you down.
How far down is it?
I'm gonna say about 15 feet.
I instinctively grab an acid flask and throw it and jump off.
Roll to hit with disadvantage.
He has to make a dexterity save.
Roll a dex save with advantage.
Yay. Oh god. There you go.
Oh yeah. As that
Okay.
fly,
So he takes 1 damage.
I will knock off 1 damage.
so as the vial goes, you duck out of the way and the vial hits the ceiling, and it just drips down onto the top of your head. You're like, oh.
So I'm probably going to roll on the floor in pain and also laughing.
Oh my god, that centaur mummy is mocking you. Hit him again, Fabian.
I don't think he can on the bottom of the well.
So you guys hear what sounds like Malorus
You would be
dying
amazed at
at
how
the top of
accurately I could throw.
You hear Malorus you think dying at the top of the hole through all of his laughter.
You shouldn't have gone ahead. He's dying up there. Someone,
I say we just leave
someone
it.
must have cast a spell on him.
Well, we'll have to be ready to kill him to purge the evil.
Yeah. Man, this reminds me a lot of that time Crunk pretended to be crazy and everyone stabbed him. Man, good times. I wonder where he is now. Oh, wait.
Crispied in a hole.
He's literally right behind us, actually.
You
'cause
guys
the person
actually
in
had
that
to step
hole-
over the axe to make sure no one touched it as you walked through the tunnel. You're like, ooh.
What's the floor of this tunnel made out of?
Spider webs.
Webs.
Webs? But
Mhm.
not like, what's underneath that? Stone?
It's so
It's
thick
just,
you're
it's
not
just
even
webs
sure.
all the way down.
Oh, okay.
This spider's been there for a while.
I'm gonna like take out an old rag ragged clothing, and I'm just gonna throw it over the axe, just kind of like hide it a little bit.
Like how gentlemen used to throw down their jackets for women to walk over puddles. You
Yeah,
throw down your
yeah,
jacket
exactly.
over this cursed axe.
Yeah, but this is so we can walk over the axe.
And also so that like I'm gonna leave that there so anyone that comes by, hopefully they don't see it.
Alright, so you guys are at the bottom of this well. Malrus sounds like he's dying at the top. What do you do?
Mesh is getting impatient, and he barrels home.
So as you come up the well and you step over, you notice this only half of a mummy. Like you see the bottom half is Malrus's feet as the top of this thing has half skeleton from the waist up. It's this tiefling, with the bottom half of the tiefling is just rolling around laughing.
What the hell are you doing?
I'll just drop the fucking goddamn disguise and keep laughing. Oh god damn it.
Every last one of you. Useless. Alright, so what else in this room?
It looks like a well of clean drinking water, and the other well is empty.
I'm gonna go inspect the clear drinking water. Just to make sure it's safe. What would you like me to roll?
Nature.
What?
Nature.
Nature. Oh, wow.
Nature or
Fuck.
survival, either one.
Oh.
Nature worked out. It's very clean water.
I'll get a fucking drink. I'm thirsty.
It's super refreshing.
I'm gonna take more of a drink.
Okay. That you know how your stomach.
I
I was gonna say that you know how you drink too much water and your stomach starts to hurt a little. You've overhydrated.
You can just feel the water sloshing around in your stomach.
Yeah, because officially none of you've had a real meal.
As you see Mesh's long snout come up out of the water, dripping with water.
You want a cup?
That was so delicious.
I'm trying to picture.
You should come get some as I point to Baldric.
I'm good. I've been drinking a little bit of wine.
Wine will not soothe the savage beast. Water
What?
will
What did
make
you
Um,
call me?
Please don't let him rape me.
Yeah, jeez, this is just... What? You calling me a savage beast now. But I will come over and, have some water, I guess. I'm gonna take out a
take a
cup.
drink of water
Why-
and calm down. Huh? Walks away.
Confused, I take a drink of water.
This was a very awkward moment. None of the Dragonborns you were stationed with back in the day were ever this weird. Copper dragons are so much cooler.
Yeah, I've heard.
No, that's what you think because all you ever worked with were coppers.
Wait, what type of dragon is Mesh again? Or-
Blue.
Blue, okay.
Dramatic.
So, I'm assuming you already looked through the door in front of us, ours?
Yeah, there's a horrible centaur mummy in there. Also looks like a lot of treasure.
Is there anything in the other well?
No, it's just dried up. It looks like they never got around to doing anything with it.
Well, since Crunk is gone, should I be the one going in first?
Before you go in, I hand you the potion that I gave Krunk. Say, if you start to get hurt, drink this.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. I'll go up to the front.
And we're just
I'll
gonna.
let everyone get acquainted with our positions.
I'm gonna go with the turn order that you guys rolled for the last combat.
Is everyone ready? Is everyone moved into where they want to be?
Yep.
Alright, then I open the door.
I'm gonna give you guys a surprise round, assuming he's not expecting this. So you slowly open the door. Give me a stealth check. He doesn't. He doesn't notice you as he just turns to about face and keeps walking.
Alright, and then I just say attack and charge out in front and stab him. Actually, I'm going to cut to the side a little bit.
He was turned this way. He was walking back the other way. Oh, alright, you charge in and go ahead, do what you're gonna do.
2 longsword attacks.
Both hit. As you... Sorry, get us some real fight music. Oh, wrong one.
I like it.
That was the perfect one.
Alright, well, what the heck?
Put on Death Note next.
God. You should say that for we're fighting actual giants.
That's what it was for, and I never got around to using it. Like, how's this one?
God damn it, now I want to use some fucking 3D maneuver with like rogues fighting a giant.
Huh? Just nothing. He's going to his job early, so he's not gonna play for us for a few weeks. Alright. Good night.
So, whose turn is it now?
It's his.
Mine?
Hold on, I'm just reading what he's resistant to. Alright. So as you come up and you start slashing into this I don't know, you can tell that just his body's so decayed and rotted that you know you made contact, but it's not as great as you'd think it would be.
Alright.
So it is the mummy's turn. Assuming you jumped out and stabbed him, he is going to turn around and swing at you with his spike. And 19 hit.
That's my AC.
Alright, and we do with defense wins on this. So he hits, and it doesn't seem to pierce you, and out of anger, bucks back and comes down with his hooves for a natural 20.
Those hit me.
Alright, that one. So do a... Does it not do damage? Should do damage. 2d6 plus 5, aren't you? Ah, there it is.
Holy fuck!
He did crit.
Holy shit!
Uh,
But I don't have mummy rot.
Oh, thank God for that, you're almost dead.
Didn't we all get a surprise round going here?
uh,
Everyone got one.
That's what I thought too. I thought a surprise round was for everyone.
Oh shit, I didn't heal up.
But
I don't think you take the necrotic. Damage if he succeeds. I'll let everyone go again twice after this.
Okay.
No, I guess you do take necrotic. I don't see where.
Yeah, I believe it's
It's
just
part
the
of the damage type.
Yeah. So yeah, you take all of that.
Alright, I'm unconscious.
Hey. Go ahead, everyone. As you Shape turn around and just get. He just runs up behind it, stabs the mummy, and the mummy donkey kicks him.
Right in the face, right in the noggin.
But he pays no attention to the rest of you.
Hey. Well, it's my turn now because he's unconscious. So, Valor, you get this spell, and that was quickened. Quicken haste, and I'm going to cast slow on the beast.
Alright, and what's it do? Minus 2
Wisdom
to AC?
saving throw.
On wisdom. He's a very wise asshole. But he still fails.
So, it takes -2 to AC and Dex saving throws, and it can't use reactions. So, its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both.
Alright, cool. He just feels everything get real slow. As
If
Maurus
you try
kind of
to
feels.
cast a spell on 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take the effect until the creature's next turn.
Nice.
And that's the end of my turn. So, Malorus, you are currently hasted.
Ah, damn.
Go ahead, Fabian.
You can
Valor's open up as I go and. Are you low on health at all?
I'm good. I'll be fine.
Have you lost any health at all?
I mean, yeah. I'm 33 out of like 40 something.
So I say open up and drink this as I start pouring a potion down your throat.
I'm like a force feeding healer.
You get health. Come on, leg. Feed.
10.
Yeah.
And you also gain this. Really the only thing you have to worry about is the bottom bit. You get an extra 2d4 to your damage rolls.
Huh?
Okay, so right now Maurus is just high on fucking crank.
Malorus is the one that's going to destroy this creature.
Maurus gets donkey kicked too, and he gets knocked out in one hit. I'm calling it.
Uncanny dodge, hopefully.
So what, you made me tiny?
Yeah, he tricks you.
So I'm like Speedy Gonzalez. I'm itty bitty and
My
super
size.
fast.
Yeah.
And your speed is already doubled from haste. It's like quadruple.
I'm good. Speedy Gonzalez right now.
So
Hey, I have
you,
some heroin
you-
in my bag. Take that?
No, it's blow, thank you for Speedy Gonzalez, not heroin.
Yeah, heroin slows you down, blow speeds you up.
Alright,
Yeah, shit.
so what else would you like to do, Fabian?
Um,
And the turtle goes on
Smack him
Fabian's
on the
turn
ass.
too.
Smack him
That
on
would
the
be
ass.
my-
Big bug.
are you controlling the turtle or am I controlling the turtle, Allie?
I can control the turtle. How should we do this?
You're just gonna go with the same turn he does.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you're
okay.
pretty much a whole.
So read the things that the turtle gets. You're good to stay near me because you give me bonuses, so if I get attacked, you can attack whatever's attacking me.
Okay.
But that being said, maybe go down to by the boss there and get ready to give Dylan flanking. It's probably a good idea too.
Yeah, do that. So
Okay, so
then
we go at the
he'll
same
kill it in one turn. Do that.
So I did my action, and now you can do what you would like to do.
So 15, 20, 25, 30. Will that give you flanking?
That's fine to go there.
And that gives flanking?
It will when Dylan gets to go.
He can move an immense amount of squares. So,
He could walk around this entire room once, check everything, then walk up to the boss.
and he'll kill.
And then you can attack as well, Allie.
Okay. Let's do that.
That actually hits with the slow. Roll your damage.
Nice. Hey, 10 damage.
You, as it turns around to see what it kicked, you just hear this, and this turtle just comes running in and claws at its back leg, and it kind of dimps down a little and starts turning back towards the mechanical being that's attacking him. Is that the end of the turtle's turn?
That's my first turn, yeah. So on my next turn, I'll do something else. Could we get another turn after everybody's gone through once?
Mm-hmm. Mouters, go ahead.
Your turtle is dumb.
Okay, I'm trying to keep all the goddamn bonuses I've got. So,
Everyone around you just got really fucking slow. Like, why's everyone so slow? What's everything going on? What's I don't know. I feel like, I feel really strong.
And then everybody got really big. And I'm just gonna take a frigging cutting action to hide, so roll stealth. I'm speeding into this room at 1,000,000 miles an hour, so hang on.
NTU's gonna look like the boss is stuck in freaking molasses.
Yeah, dude, this is like some Naruto shit where it's like vanished and reappear.
He doesn't see you.
Yeah. So,
He's slowed, you're hasted, you're tiny, and you're going really fucking fast.
yeah. So I just like appear over here, and I guess I'll make some fucking attacks.
I was gonna say, you get 3 attack actions.
Yeah. So I'm gonna lead off with I guess I'll main hand my dagger with my dagger out on my main hand. So there's the first one.
Hits.
Okay, so bam. And then this will be
Snick.
the extra what you want to do, sneak attack?
You can do your sneak attack, then your plus D4s.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
you can
Okay,
add that
so-
2d4 to 1 attack around.
Well, I'll just add it now. It's one take around, so one.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Where's that damn dice thing?
I think it's 2D4, right? 5th level?
2d4, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dude, you're gonna blow this fucking thing up and just keep stabbing away.
So, there's that damage.
Nice.
And then here's the sneak attack damage, which is kind of low.
Fucking Christ.
And here is the so here's the second main hand attack. Since I get 2 of these.
Hits.
And then here's the dagger offhand
Hits.
for 8. So
Does your offhand get your proficiency?
it's-
You know you get a bonus
no.
action for haste? Did you already take that bonus action for haste?
Well, that's what it should have been. So you get from reading haste, you get a bonus attack action, but I don't think it counts for your offhand, does it?
I don't.
It's just a bonus attack action.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a bonus. It's an extra action
4,
that
10,
you can use as an attack action.
20.
Yeah, didn't you use that on his main hand?
yeah.
26.
So I attack twice with plus 1 dagger. That's 2
So
actions.
32 points of damage.
Yeah, the dagger would have done 4, by the way, instead of 8.
Yeah, I cut it down.
Last attack. Yeah, and that is right? I'm not sure how this works with dual wielding and multi-attack and whatnot.
Because you're not having a true multi attack. Yes, you only get your 2 main swaps,
hands.
and then your 1.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
as
and
you
all that first damage technically should be with the plus 1 dagger if that counts for resistances, and the 4 damage is if it's melee resistance half. So yeah.
So as you come in and you're just like, man, this is kind of, you kind of cut the back foot off of it, but you slice the dagger through, and you're looking at it, and it's still connected, and you swing again for the second attack, and as you make contact and cut through the second attack, the first cut starts to open up. You're like, yeah, a little delayed on that one. You just in slow motion, the centaur's like, and everyone else, all you're hearing, think. What the fuck? Does that end your turn?
That should be pretty much everything I can do. I mean, technically all those rolls should have been with advantage because I was hiding, but they all hit anyway, so whatever. That was always it's stealth to begin with, but Doesn't matter. So that's everything. Yes.
Baldric, I'm gonna say that we're rewinding time a little bit. This is your second attack you would have gotten. So if you just want to roll your damage for the second round before it would donkey kick you.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna.
Alright.
Yeah, there's the 2 attacks I would make.
8 to 8 damage. Alright, then the whole donkey kicking proceeded to happen.
Perfect.
Alright, Mesh, your turn.
Concentrate. End of turn.
Vivian, as you're watching Jennifer / Baldric laying on the ground.
I'll move over, and I will force feed him a potion.
Alright, you're back up with 9. So as you're laying on the ground,
And-
you start to hear the voice in the back of your head, get up, get up, get up, get up!
And you
You're
are
not my
also in effect of this.
Oh.
So you get the same thing as Dylan, but you're bigger, and you can add 2d6 to one of your attacks every turn.
Don't step on Dylan, please.
Dude, I'm way too wild.
Hope you have a fucking like dart out of the way, no
But
problem.
the thing I can imagine
Yeah.
is you just force fed that to him, and as it's get up, get up, get up, you just kind of hear that old Super Friends, and she's just slowly growing on the ground now.
Now is the perfect time to play the Attack on Titan music.
And that complete your turn.
That would be the end of my turn, yes.
The turtle.
Oh, my
Oh,
turn.
yeah, turtle attacks.
Sorry,
you
I'm
have-
not used to the turtle.
So you have an advantage on your attack, Ellie.
Okay, let's do the bite this time. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, it hit. Bite power. Why won't it open? Oh, there you go. Oh, no,
Nope, we
first
got
one
it.
was 8.
So he takes 4. Alright, so as you just see the mechanical turtle bite in. So Mavis, you feel like you've been there for like an hour waiting for these guys to do their shit. As you're slowly watching Baldric next to you growing bigger and bigger.
Well, let's just keep on stabbing at it. Let's see. Technically, I guess since I'm flanking, he's with advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's the first dagger attack.
Hits.
8. I'll just roll all these bonuses on this one. So roll
2d4?
4. There's that. There's the sneak attack.
10
Here's-
again.
Here's dagger 2.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I don't have. I need to add a dagger offhand. I don't have it.
Where's your throw dagger? Do you have that one? Or that would still +4? Just do it and I'll
Yeah,
minus
let's
the
do-
4.
Yeah, I just managed the bonus damage. That was just 1 damage
Yeah.
on that dagger.
11, 19. So as you sit there and you're like, "Dah!" You just dive up into the air, tiny, and you can't believe it. You just leaped like, in your head you're leaping 30 feet as you guys are watching. He's jumped about 2, and he just swings up with both, and you just see both of the arms get lopped off of the mummy. As a pike and its arms hit the ground. And it's hurting. It's hurting real bad. That would be the end of your turn, and Giant Baldric.
Giant Baldric.
Giant
Alright.
Baldric, as you sit there and your turn begins, you just feel this immense power overwhelming you.
Well, I could either heal myself and, stop myself from dying in the future, or I could just use this immense power, which I'm gonna do.
So, plus,
You
Oh.
get 2d6 extra on your one of them.
Yeah, I'll do it on the first one, obviously.
alright,
And-
how do you want to kill him?
Hey! From above, sword, then pull him to the ground so Malrus can finish him off.
Oh, this is just for flair, so Malrus, do what you want to do.
Dude, this is totally just like the fucking Attack on Titan thing. I'm just like slinging all over it, like jumping around it and cutting. How could I not?
So you cut in the back of its neck
Yeah, just cut the back of its neck.
as the head comes tumbling. Yeah, the head just goes tumbling off, and you just hit the ground and you slide as the dust kind of looks like steam blowing off of you.
And then immediately, before anybody does anything, you just see me zipping around the room like, is this treasure? Is that treasure? Is this treasure? Is this treasure? This is kind of crooked over here. Let's straighten this.
Malrus, as you've made your way around the room and opened everything, you finally hear the mummy's body hit the ground, and the rest of you all just start. Like, what in the fuck?
In the meantime, Nesh ends his concentration on the haste spell.
And just everything hits you like a fucking brick wall as everything just starts to slow down. You feel like yourself slowing.
Now you're mostly exhausted.
Oh god, I think there might be treasure in here. Sit down.
I think you already found all of it.
I really need to heal myself, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. That's the worst healing spell I've ever done.
I always hate that when you use a spell slot and you're all freaking one. It's not so bad on an attack because it's just an attack.
But you don't get that spell slot back till like later.
So I don't have any spells that roll damage hardly. They just do things.
Hey, can I have that healing drought? Fabian?
I put all the
I already
loot up.
used one on you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, healed you for 10 and it made you big and strong.
Oh, wait, no, that was 9.
How long do those last for?
I think it's just for a minute. I will double check right now.
Yeah, just a minute, I was looking at it.
Can I just imagine you have the tiny little guy and the fucking giant chick standing in a room now?
I'm just slowly getting bigger and just pushing these coins away from me as I grow.
I'm
Okay.
getting smaller, but I'm getting blood everywhere, because I literally just about died.
It's like your heal spell didn't work too good. There's just too much of you to heal. You're humongous.
As you guys continue to loot, I put all your loot up that you guys find, and you hear a thud at the door and just kind of a mystic hum to it as it begins to just glow blue and dissipate back, glow blue and dissipate back.
This door right here.
It was a stone door, and now it just morphed into something golden.
Who's there?
This is the sarcophagus.
That's what that's not there. That was part of the original story. It's not there anymore.
Yay.
You see nothing.
I got some detect magic on the door.
It's celestial. It's very divine. It's very welcoming.
I
Alright.
immediately distrust it.
Well, first, I will go over to the turtle, pat him on his head, good job, buddy. And then I will... does anything else in the room go off with detect magic?
Nope. You guys, it's pretty much just normal trinkets.
Okay.
And regular
And
gold.
then I will, I guess, open the door, because Malrus isn't going to.
Oh, hell no. I'm disgusted by that door. It's like
I know.
instinctually disgusted.
Alright, yeah, I'll be
And-
back in, give me like 2 minutes, I'll be back.
Mm,
Yeah, all open door.
As you
Immediately
open the door, everything around everyone begins to go white. And the world just gets quiet and brightness. And you just feel like you're falling. And
Shit, I remember this feeling.
and falling. It feels like days are going by. Please don't mind the map jump like that. Days are going by. Time slows, speeds back up. You've really been just stuck in thought for a while. As you just softly begin to land and a room opens and you fully rejuvenate it. As all of you have now taken a long rest in the travel it took you to get here. And but when you all see each other, you feel like you haven't seen each other for a year.
Is Krunk alive? I see Krunk.
Krunk's back!
Instantly
Oh,
dead.
baby!
Lost in time again. We have to
Krunk
save
is
him.
still dead.
And you just land in this very clean temple. Heavy marble floors as arcane energy just floats through the air.
I feel vaguely nauseous.
It's very overwhelming for someone who wants to learn the arcane. The power here is just a huge amount of emanating. Or you know what I mean? It's just pulsating, and it just overfeels you, and then it's just poof. What would you guys like to do?
I immediately hand more potions out to people saying, yeah.
Yep, that's a good idea.
So everybody now has, well, you two both have a combo one again to heal and make you do more damage.
Ooh, like the growth one and the shrink one?
Respectively, the whatever one you used. And then
Yeah,
I
okay.
can finish a healing one.
We should probably wait for him. Do that actually before we continue.
Yeah.
Where's my turtle?
This is kind of important.
It
Where's
died.
my turtle?
Sorry. You don't get to have it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you could tell when I made the map, Krunk was still alive.
Rip, Felipe. You were a good turtle.
He's back, it's fine. Oh, I can't control him.
I don't have a map on mine.
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
you don't have access to the turtle, I think, on this one.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, that's why I can't see the map?
There you go. Can you see the turtle now?
Alright, well, I'm gonna fill up my water while we're waiting for Gary.
I can't see the map at all.
Oh, all right, Gary. As Vivian entered the door and opened it, a huge light engulfed all of you, and you felt a sensation of almost falling, moving through time. It would speed up for seconds. Days went by, and you were stuck in thought. Body freely moving, never hungering. You were relaxed. You felt very rejuvenated. And as you came down, your feet settled onto the ground after you feel like you haven't seen anyone for a year. And you're all grouped together. And you're fully rested.
I mean, out of all the people I wanted to see again, you guys were not high on the list. I gotta
Well,
say
just
that.
imagine it's just been you and Jennifer floating around for a year.
I mean, that's pretty good though. Like,
I
that's
know,
better than what
just-
they had.
I can only imagine what you two talked about.
Boys.
You heard about all of her crushes through high school and everything. Well,
Wow.
Elven high school.
Elmer High School, so it probably took like 40 years.
Yeah, Elven High.
God, that would be terrible.
Well, let's see
So
where we are.
Well, I don't know exactly. It's nice to see you too.
Oh my God, you changed. What happened to you over there?
Who's changed?
Nothing.
Allie can't see the map.
I don't know why. She should be here. What's it? Just a black screen for her?
Yeah, just a big black square.
There's no dynamic lighting or anything turned in on this map.
Yeah, I see that.
Maybe give her access to my character as well.
Does she have access
Does that
to
fix it
Turtle?
when I moved you guys and moved you back?
She should probably just reload Roll20. Just hit the refresh button real fast.
You know what? I think it might have screwed up because Crunk was on here and then you got rid of him.
Yeah, she probably should just refresh real quick.
Yeah, I'll just refresh.
The updated permissions for the turtle.
I went through. Is she still getting black?
It's loading. It is still black.
How about now?
Oh, no, it's not. Ah, pointy things. Okay. Ooh, that's fancy.
It is, right?
So you guys are in this room, and it's just a just over presence of arcane energy just floating through here. Like it's almost got weight to it. It's pushing down on you.
And what's this figure we see at the end of the hallway here?
No one's made a perception check. I don't know.
It's only like 60 feet away, but alright. Could I try and squint? My eyes have something in them.
Don't go by them. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 34. There you
Are we
can tell,
going by
yeah.
the squares in the map?
I guess, yeah, because it was all fucked up before. Yeah, it's about 60 feet. Fuck it, it works. As you guys poke your head out of the main entranceway, sitting upon the throne is this giant blue, almost trollish looking man in a huge feather hat. As to the left of him, Mesh, you would definitely notice, is a very you can't. It almost looks like a silver dragon. You can't make out its true color, but it's tethered into this arcane vortex, which it looks motionless in, that is feeding into the blue giant. And then from the blue giant, the dragon, it looks like it's stuck in a time temporal. Like it is just frozen there. It's not moving, it's not doing anything. And the blue giant just completely frozen sits there holding a giant sword that comes. It's about 8 foot tall, the blade coming into a hilt. And in the center of the hilt is one giant gem surrounded by 4 smaller gems, all lit up with the same energy that the dragon is giving off. And then behind that, you see a small blue wisp carrying books around, looking at, going through the bookshelves and everything. That looks almost tethered to the giant soul too.
Do I know the name of the dragon that we're looking for?
I don't think Bahamut ever told you. He just said go find his child.
Okay.
Also, I tried to slip behind his pillar and hide.
He doesn't pay any attention. So you guys begin to walk up, and the blue will-o-wisp turns, and just deafening to you guys. And vocal cord comes out, and just shakes the room. And Fabian, your hat can't even translate it. It's just booming through to you, and then all of a sudden it changes pitches, and just starts and this gibberish just keeps coming through, and then he goes, Hello? That you all make out.
Nesh will speak in common. Who do I have the utmost pleasure meeting?
Oh. Oh. Dragon. Oh. It just Blue Wisp comes flying over with all of its books, and for some reason I lost his token. But the Blue Wisp floats right up to you. We're just going to use this as a placeholder until then, and you're going to get shrink. There.
Now I'm just, because we're in the library and everything, now I'm just thinking about Guilty Spark from Halo.
Oh, hello. It's got books levitating around it. It's still anchored to the blue giant in the center. Dragon, in your understanding this, he's now speaking in Draconic to you, but it's a little broken at times, and then it comes in perfect. Is this the proper tongue you speak? This type of Draconic?
As well as can received yet. Are you still a student?
Well, no, I'm the keeper of the library. I'm sorry, just 200 million languages to learn and understand through all these dimensions. It gets confusing. Which reality are you guys from?
The right reality.
What do you say that in?
I just say it in.
Do you just want to say
Say
in
it in
common?
Gnomish.
A gnomish?
Yep.
Oh, that's a dialect of gnomish. Oh, well, hello. The right reality. I think it's funny that there's so many different ones out there who believe they're the right ones. I haven't had much visitors lately. The historians have been doing very well, just keeping track on their own. Which god sent you? Who do you herald for?
Bahamut?
Tell us.
I respond with serve a god.
What did you say, Fabian?
I don't serve a god.
Oh, well, you had to have to get here. What did you say, Mesh?
Can you first tell me where exactly are we?
Oh, you're nowhere, and everywhere. It's kind of, it's kind of hard to explain to mortals. By the time I got done the explanation, all of your lives would have expired.
Very well.
But I'm the guardian of here.
I, Mesh, am the servant of the goddess Tiamat.
Tiamat. No matter what reality we go to, she's always the same. Tiamat. What world from Tiamat? Did you try saying something, Adam?
I was gonna say Bahamut, but then I kind of let everyone else talk, so I'm just gonna see where that goes first.
Do you guys have a basic language you all speak that's common between all of you?
Nope.
You said it.
You did? Well, she's jumping between talking to you. She talks to you in Draconic, and she talks to Fabian and Gnome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she said common.
Well, she's talking. So
So
talk to her.
Mesh will speak in common.
Oh.
That we all
Oh.
speak.
Aldoian. You guys are from Aldine?
Yeah.
But Aldine should have died thousands of years ago. The whole culture was wiped out during the Arcane Wild. This is amazing. Amazing. And you see the Wish fly back and grab one of its books and comes back here. I don't understand. When everything fell apart and the entire underworld was swallowed up, there shouldn't be life. Who?
Well,
Why would Tiamat send you here, though? She's the one who gifted Aldean. Tiamat's who gifted us the daughter.
Yeah, you see, I actually got sent here.
Ooh. It floats over to you. You're very curious. So many presences through one of you. Are you a shell? That's
Yeah?
Which type of dragon are you?
None. I am not a dragon.
Um, how do you inhabit that body then?
A dragon helped me.
Bahamut? That's why he must have sent you as a herald. To
Yeah,
update me with
I
all the
came-
literature that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Because here we gather information from all the realities. I have things like this book right here from a world as the Forgotten Kingdom. They go after a vampire lord named I think it was Strahd. I haven't gotten through it. In this variation they're all cat people. It's insane. I had one about a man who tried to imitate Van Helsing. It's a little weird. This book over here is about a very weird rogue that has an obsession with bread and a Jewish paladin. It gets very weird. It's tons and tons of there's so many realities.
That's a weird one. I gotta admit, I never would have been able to think of that in a million years.
It's
Honestly, just throw that one away. It probably does sound very good.
It has a terrible ending with a horrible result, but it's a fun read no matter how you spin it. But I'm the one who keeps record of all of these. For when World Falls, I can tell their stories. But it's Aldine's story ended centuries and decades ago, or millennial ago. That's why Bahamut gifted us his child. Well, Tiamat and him together.
You see, about that, I came to pick up his kid from daycare and, bring him back. Because, the whole situation changed over there.
Alright, we're going to take a break from this conversation real quick because I've watched Malrus here going through all the books.
Yeah, you go
As this conversation was...
the entire time. I'm going here. Don't forget to look at me.
I had a stealth DC written for this for him, and he beat it. So I've been letting him do.
I wasn't trying to ping for some reason. I think my token up is just pinging for some reason, but yeah, as you guys are talking, I was just slowly moving up behind these pillars.
It's like, yeah, we
I'm-
all noticed you going up there, but then we kept pinging.
But what are you trying to achieve while you're up there as these guys are talking?
I'm just looking through the books to stuff out anything interesting.
You find the most interesting things in the world. You're finding stories of weird worlds based off of science instead of magic. There's nothing there. One is of a time-traveling assassin robot that tries to kill the leader of the resistance. There's a story about a man in the jungle fighting aliens from far away. There's one about a weird halfling that they call a hobbit for some ungodly reason. As you're just perusing through all these different dimensions, it's weird. Laser swords in space? What the fuck's a laser?
Did you introduce the Scandinavian accent?
So you're just picking through these books and you're just completely dumbfounded by. But it's weird. All of it's written in a way you can understand it. As you look at the books, they just morph so you can read. Well, as it ships back down. Well, I don't know about releasing the spirit. That's the anchor to my power. I can allow you all here to read as much as you'd like, and do whatever you have to do. But I can't let you leave with that dragon.
Huh.
Which
Like-
dragon? Speak of.
Oh, silly Blue Skill. No need I need you. I just can't let you leave with this, with, Chromatic over here. He's the anchor to space. This temple would no longer exist if he left. History would be lost.
Oh. Well, yeah, no, that would be kind of unfortunate.
Well, not physically. It's just my knowledge would be lost.
Oh, it would still be here though?
Yeah, time would continue to exist, but I don't know if you noticed my true body in the middle of the room. I try not to stay in it. It's very lumbersome, but it gets efficient when people try to take what's not theirs.
As I'm continuing to creep along, looking for anything interesting.
As you jump that, you would have had to hop down from that top
From the ledge.
Yeah, so if you want to just roll me an
Yeah, I'll-
acrobatics to hop down behind the dragon. Give me an acrobatics and a stealth check.
There is the acrobatics.
You catch
And
grace.
there is the stealth.
Oh, natural 20.
So as you're coming down and you roll and you're looking at the shelves, you see something called the Aldine Arcane Wilds. It's a giant book on all the history of Aldine.
Yeah, I'll snatch that one up.
Oh, fuck.
And that's about it. The rest of the books are kind of weird to you. There's one book that tells about this planet Earth and all of its weird stupid things it did, like Dark Ages and other shit. It's broken up into multiple chapters. But it's funny. It tells the tale of every individual person. Like, these bookshelves are just infinitely deep. But the book you're always looking for comes to the front.
I want that bookshelf in my house.
Yeah, that seems really damn handy. The book you want is always just right there.
This thing is like eternally deep, but every time you want a book, it comes right to your hand.
Hey guys, fuck it, we're gonna kill them. We're just gonna take some of the bookshelves. We're just gonna leave the dragon.
Just start dragging out bookshelves.
Just pillage the place. Just,
But I can't let you leave with that dragon. I would have to stop you. But you're more than willing to stay and read with me. And then give me your history, and then I'll send you back from... It's very weird. I'm picking up you're from a Forsaken Realm, not Aldine. But you have Aldine power. It looks like you've been dimension hopping for about the last week. You weren't in a world that belonged to you.
Tell me, why would anyone want to steal the dragon of
Oh, easy. It's the abomination love child between Tiamat and Bahamut. It controls time and space.
oh wow. Yeah, no, that's,
That's why it's been locked here in with me, because he's a little too powerful to be on his own.
Probably not a good thing to give that back. I just kind of stay in the back as I start wandering over to a bookshelf to look around.
Yeah, you just see me nod in the distance as I continue to read. Probably not a good idea.
How many people have tried to steal this dragon?
If you attempt it, you will be 3.
I'm not here to steal your dragon.
Then only 2.
If anything, I want
Actually, if you hold on 1 second, and you think really hard, and all of a sudden in the back of your head, you kind of feel like you're getting an image. I kind of remember what happened to the last ones.
nice.
Bitch, I'm a whip you.
Bitch, I'm a whip you. Last thing comes to mind, bitch, I'ma whip you.
Look at him. He's an illness.
He's like, no, he's not saying, bitch, I'ma whip you. He said, bitch, I'm gonna fucking kill you. As I whip your ass.
After the first two encounters, I've crafted that new shiny sword you see in the center. With all the literature, I was able to put it together that it siphons energy from the dragon, which we really should give a name one year. After he was born and they found out his power, they just kind of gave him to me.
How about Larry?
Larry.
Larry's an awful name. Don't ever name anyone Larry.
Do it. Come on, let's name the
I
dragon.
mean, Larry does have a nice ring to it.
Don't name anyone.
Ooh. And you just see the wisps fly up into the air and land next to the dragon. And go, do you want to be Larry? And you just see the light dim a little bit. Well, Larry it is then.
Fuck.
You
The
dragon.
dragon of space and time is Larry.
I should probably introduce myself. My name's Nahal.
No.
Yeah.
If I ever want to come back here, how do I do it?
You have to get the blessing of a god. And then travel through whatever temple that they sent you here through.
Is there an easier way? Something that you can give me to do it?
No. This place is only for the Herald of the Gods, for their information brokering system of wanting to know history. It's a lot to keep track of when you're alive for so many millennial.
I go to the shelves and I find a book of the full maps of the continent.
As you try to pull it up and you wish for it, nothing pops out. Somebody might already have it.
I don't know. I asked the little witch thing where it is.
I'm not sure. And he floats over and he goes, history of Aldine. That's weird. Did you take a book? It's okay that you took one. Just to read it, you just have to let me know.
I was trying to take it because I wanted to make some notes with it.
You know, I've been in the middle this entire time.
Just kind of floats over. Make another stealth check with disadvantage because now it's actively seeking.
Okay. Damn you, Vivian. Damn it.
And you're like on your tiptoes walking with the book in your hand. Right in front of you. Sir, we haven't been naturally introduced yet. As it starts to be getting red aura to it, its voice gets deeper. Were you planning on stealing that?
Oh, this seems like a really good reading nook over here. So there. You
Deception.
said we could read what we wanted.
He's really shy about reading.
And we're gonna have a roll off on this one. So roll me deception.
Can I assist him?
Nope. I don't think you were. And you just see the blue wisp dissipate and the trail just go back, and you just kind of hear creaking and crumbling as the giant blue devil in the center, he rolled a 17.
Damn him!
The sword hits the ground and begins to stand. I'll kill you for taking what's mine. And everyone roll initiative.
I blame this entirely on that.
What else am I gonna look for in this place?
I already had it.
I didn't know that. Well, I knew that, but Vivi didn't know that.
I don't know, I'm just playing. Do you want us to roll again?
Yeah. Oh, wait. No, yours is in there.
No, I mean, because we matched.
Just go first.
Okay.
No, I clicked my damn portrait. Why isn't it in there?
Probably because I also have control of your portrait and your character sheet.
hmm.
See, I can roll it.
The fuck did you do that for?
Oh, alright, so yours was. Oh, Gary rolled an 8.
See, I can even edit it.
It doesn't
8.
matter either way. Just take the 11.
So, as you all begin, the room just pulsates, and that arcane energy just feels heavier. Now you guys make 3. And I've been dying to test this out.
On the plus side, we might possibly get the dragon.
I mean, I guess.
And he will walk forward up to you. And you see the sword just glow, and he takes a swing. And I'm trying to find all his stats I had laying around.
How did he even know I was with them?
I probably should. I didn't know you guys read that stupid thing. Oh, I'm guessing that hits.
Yes.
Holy shit.
And I can't believe the very first fucking one I roll for him is a 3. You are pushed back 10 feet. And for 4 fucking what the fuck? 4 turns, there's 2 of you. But the first one will take the damage. The one in the back. So the back you takes 8 damage.
Alright.
As you watch all the orbs on the side of the massive orb in the center dissipate. So it had charged, and they were all 3 crystals were charged up, and when he swung at you, they all dissipated away. So you're now standing 8 feet back, staring at yourself as you watch him come down to try and stomp him. 18 misses, right?
Nope. Yeah, no.
As you watch yourself dodge out of the way. And that will end his turn and bring it up to Maurus.
Well, fuck that guy. So I'm gonna take the cunning action dash to get behind him. There's 43 feet. And I really need. Well, let's do it this way. So there's the first one.
Hits. He's big. He's a big motherfucker.
And there's the offhand.
You gonna roll sneak attack for your first one?
You just rolled at the end if I hit, but there's total.
Oh, 10, 14, 24 damage. You come in and you cleave into the back of its thick hide, and you just kind of hear it laughing. And it is now Baldric's turn. Both Baldrics, so you get double actions. Both of you can do whatever.
Alright, I have to ask, is our equipment doubled? Like what we have on him? On us?
Everything, it's pretty much you. It's a time remnants of yourself. When he hits you, he sent it fucked up the time, and one of you is like you from 4 turns is you 24 seconds ago.
Okay.
And
So
that's
does
you in the
that mean
past.
both of us have Fibian's potion? We
Well, I mean,
both drink the potions.
well, I mean, technically, wouldn't the one in the past drink it, and then both of you would be big? Does it happen in the past? Is that what's going on here?
You can
Honestly, it depends on what type of time travel you're dealing with, right?
It's multiple dimensional, so yeah, you both drink it.
Alright, we both get big and swole. And then this one's gonna move over to the side here. This one's gonna move up.
You keep moving right as I go to measure you, and you keep
Oh.
going and drinking.
Oh, that's what you're doing. I'm like, why? Why are you moving around? Okay, I get it now.
Alright, so you're both large.
Mm-hmm. Does that take an action to drink?
Bonus action I'll give you on potions.
Alright. How much does it heal, Vivian?
2d8. But you're full health. We took a long rest.
I just got hit.
Yeah, hit right.
Oh, then yes, it healed. Oh, sorry, 3d8. Here, I got the thing made up. 15.
Blue dot
Hell
is,
yeah.
the blue dot is the you that you perceive. The other just seems to be acting on its own. But I'll let you
Okay.
roll it because it would do what you would do.
Yeah, and then I'll just long sword for both of them.
Alright, so the 14 hits, the 7 doesn't.
Alright, then 9 damage. Or, oh wait, then plus 2d8?
Mm-hmm.
Or 2d6 for the potion?
2d6.
2d6, yes.
Oh.
Damn, nice.
So the first one of them swings for 12. What's the other one gonna swing for? You gotta do your 2d6 for the other one too.
The other one missed.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yep, so minus 12. You just watch your giant swords come lumbering down and hit him. And just he parries the second one as he's trying to figure out how to fight both of them. That ends your turn.
Yep.
Mesh.
Mesh takes a knee and bows his head. And that's it. It's his turn.
Alright. Vivian, go ahead.
I will. Yeah, I'll just throw Flask of Acid at him.
It's a dex save, right?
Yeah.
He's not a very dexterous boy, so that'll help out. 4.
Yeah, so 13.
Alright, roll your damage.
As I go in. 13. It's on there.
I see. Alright.
And then I go move behind the throne.
Well, as it just rears back into pain from the acid burning down his back, he looks, and he's going to roll evens. Will be left up, the main one. Alright, so he's going to swing at the time remnant, and he will.
What is this song from? Because it's so damn familiar. I can't place it.
Phantom of the Menace. It's when they fight Darth Maul.
Yeah.
And you get to use the turtle still, Ellie.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so the large blade. Alright, yeah, so. Hold on a second for now, that alley with the turtle.
'Kay.
As he comes down and stomps on the time remnant, and you notice that the stream isn't as powerful, and you watch the sword's first crystal begin to start glowing again, but you hear the dragon rustle and roar as a third stream blows out and hits one of the books the wisp had before you. And as the energy just starts sparking and arcaning, as he's stomping on the Time Remnant. The book picks up in the air and explodes. And out of it, Cloud steps. Because you didn't pick a thing, you get this right now, Allie. And you see a little snow
Oh,
leopard.
Allie is running away
Oh.
behind me. I don't know if you want her to come back.
That makes sense. Oh, whenever she gets back, we'll redo that introduction. And
Okay.
then,
Did you want to give me access to that so I can help her?
yeah, hold on. I got so much shit going on. Show to show to players. Alright, Matt, you have it.
Cool.
Alright, Maurus, it's your turn as it's stomping on
Don't
one of...
worry, Allie. You just ruined Moo's entrance for your character. Did you hear?
I'm sorry, my bladder got so full I couldn't hold it any longer.
Well, what you missed was he started to stomp out the Time Remnant as energy started bursting out of the dragon to regenerate the sword's crystals. And as it was spewing out, a random one came as the dragon roared and hit the book that was laying on the ground. And as the book just began to float in the air, it explodes in Arcane, standing in the middle as a fully equipped... I'll let you explain yourself, Allie. Go ahead.
Alright, well, I am a tabaxi. And I have pure, like, white and gray fur all over my body, about 6 feet tall. And I carry, I don't really carry anything on me, it's just my claws and a mace attached to my hip. With a holy symbol around my neck.
What are you wearing?
I never really got to that part because I don't know how much money I had for my character.
You
Make it
are...
up right now.
Yeah, you're in Curse of Strahd and you're getting ready to fight Strahd, so go ahead.
Okay. Oh, common clothes. There we go.
For equipment, then you would be like level 10.
Oh, well, whatever, how close... What are we at, 6? Whatever you would be at level 6.
Describe your clothing.
I imagine she'd have chainmail underneath of the common.
I will equip her character.
Alright, well, as you're getting all equipped and all this, just... You were dumbfounded by just appearing here, as you... The last thing you remember was being with your group of friends, storming... what is that, Ravenclaw? Ravencroft?
Ravenloft.
Yeah, Ravenloft.
Mhm.
And, we go back to Maurus.
Yeah. So technically I have advantage since I'm flanking with the giant fucking Baldric over there.
Both giant baldricks.
Yeah, 2 giant Baldrics, which is kind of confusing. So, there's my first attack.
Hits.
And there's my offhand dagger attack.
Hits.
And there's the sneak attack. Keep rolling 10s for sneak
I was
attack.
gonna say, and it's always a different roll each time.
I was gonna say, is this static value for sneak attack just 10? Is that static value? Like, the sneak it's always 10 and that's it?
Yeah, it's been 10 every freaking time tonight. It's really weird. It's a different combination of numbers every time, too.
Yeah, seriously. You're broken.
As you slash through the back of both of its
Okay,
legs,
there you go,
it
Alex.
just
Armor.
begins to bleed out.
And a shield.
Oh, okay.
Alright, double baldricks.
Sorry, I'm just looking at exactly what the word on an extra attack was, making sure I don't need my bonus action to use it. Doesn't look like I do, so... both Baldricks are going to look at each other, be like, nod in a knowing manner, and I'm going to inspire myself.
You sing yourself to inspiration.
Hell yeah. Of course, that's what Baldric would do.
That's what bards would do. You're right.
And then both are going to attack twice. This is going to be the one without advantage because I'm not flanking with this one.
Yeah, it hits.
And that one's going to add
roll your
inspiration.
Is this when you're flanking, or is this the second attack for the first one?
That's the second attack for the one without flanking.
Hits.
Alright, so both of those hit and it gets another 2d6 for damage. So that's 17 damage on the first one. Okay, and then the second one.
Hits. Really hits.
Yeah. And then I'll add 2d6 for this one.
Oof. As you watch the giants just wallop this thing back and forth between each other and just pound him into the ground. He stands back up still and just continues to stare the main one of you down.
Yeah, bring it on, Ugly.
I've read through millions of years, through tons of literature. You will not kill me.
What a nerd.
Mesh, your turn.
Yeah, you just shout nerd and get a bonus action for mockery.
Mesh continues his kneel, and that is the end of his turn.
Alright. Nahal, come. Oh no, Fabian, go ahead. You and your little android can go ahead.
Okay, close. There we go. Oh, peek around the corner.
And what's DC? I gotta be 15. He rolled. It only takes 2 damage. He beat it.
Yeah. Okay, and then can I take 2 attacks with the turtle because he didn't get one last turn?
Go ahead.
Okay, he'll just claw twice.
Alright.
23 hits. What about the 15?
Hits.
18 total.
The turtle comes in and rams into the side of the leg and starts scratching away. You can see that he's getting pretty bloodied up and everything at this point. Is that the end of your turn?
I am done, yes.
So he stands up and just, who's he going to attack? I think the big Baldric still hit him for the most, so yeah, he's going to stay attacking him. And he will swing again. Miss. Oh man, he loves stomping on you. He just puts his foot on his chest and kicks you as hard as he can. 7 points of damage. He hits the main Baldric.
Ooh.
And this is what, turn 3? So
This will be turn 3.
you watch the last crystal re-energize on the sword. And it's the end of his turn. Malrus?
I'll keep stabby stabbing, I suppose.
Hits.
Ah! I rolled higher than 10.
And you just start cleaving into tendons and everything as you just watch him tumble down to his knees. and falls to his side. And he looks at you. And he goes, "You think this is over, don't you?" As he fell, he stared you right in the eyes, Malrus. You think this is over, don't you?
Yes. As I just stab him in the head.
As you go to stab him in the head, you watch him twist his wrist on the hilt of the sword, and you see the center of the orb just start spinning, and a huge arcane blast comes out, and you just watch as he comes into the air and all of his wounds begin to heal, and he resettles back on the ground. Ugh. Millions of years to learn that one. And you watch the main crystal just shatter in the sword. Now, where were we? Now, Snow, you've been watching this go down for a little bit now. You're watching all these people fight this giant blue demon-looking thing. You were fighting undead, so this might be bad. Allie?
I'm just answering the question for her.
Sorry.
Did you hear what it said?
Apparently not.
Sorry, no, I wasn't.
You've now been watching this for a full round of combat. You're watching all these fight. These two giant women. This tiefling, they're all trying to fight this giant demon-looking thing. You just came from a place that the undead weren't very nice. You thinking you're gonna step in?
Probably. Yes.
Alright, roll me an initiative. Get you in on this.
Do I have a picture?
You're that random one with no picture to the...
Oh, I'm the Facebook picture.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, you're just going last. Alright, Baldrix. As you see this large, this bloodied, beaten man just stand right back up like nothing had happened.
Hey nerd, take your books and go to hell. And then I stab him again.
Go ahead.
Except all of them have advantage now because now I'm flanking with the turtle. And the first two attacks are what I'm going to do the 2d6s on, so if those hit, they'll do.
First one hits, second one doesn't.
Aw. Well, I'll do the d6s for the first one.
Nice.
And then the other two attacks.
They hit. You gonna roll your d6 for the second one?
Oh no, I said the first two attacks were going to be the d6s,
Oh, okay.
and because the second one missed,
I
then
got you. I hear you.
run away.
14, 8, 23. Right? Hold on. 14, 18, 27, 34. The two of you are just in perfect sync as you're just slashing through him. You get a weird off parry, but he just can't block all of them. As these two giants are just going at it. Oh, three giants.
And I always wanted a fighting
Mesh,
partner like this.
You've now watched him die and resurrect once.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean
You're
to click
fine.
on it.
What are you doing, Mesh?
How do I get that pointer up that tells me the distance?
The ruler.
The ruler.
That side of the screen is a little ruler icon beneath the magnifying glass. So like a pointer and a paintbrush and magnifying glass on the ruler, and then you can draw a
Very
line.
good. Mesh,
continues to bow his head up the throne and continues his kneel.
You're now kneeling in front of the throne.
Correct.
Fabian?
I will toss another potion. Whee!
Alright, you'll hit.
And Turtle will claw. For a 9.
I think Gary's dying.
Close to it, thank you.
Hell of a hit. Alright, smelting snow. As you're watching all these turtles and giants and tieflings just fighting for their lives.
Do any of them... Does anyone look really badly hurt just right off the bat?
Actually, no, everyone seems pretty fine.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's been hit yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I was making an
Oh.
comment about him who's surprised back up. I was like, yeah, so keep getting your ass kicked.
Yeah, I'm down 8 health or 7
Yeah,
health.
the main's down 8.
7 health, okay. Well, then I'll probably, let's see, spells here. I will... What's my... Speed is 30? Okay. What are these squares? How do I...
Just go off the square
Yeah, off the grid.
of the grid.
Let's say, yeah, you just pick your token up and just measure.
Yeah, I just measured. So the one with the blue dot is you, Adam?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of run around quickly, and then give the good touch.
What
Oh.
do you-
On your attack sheet, Allie, where your weapons are, click that one.
No, that's my level 3. I don't
You
want to
can-
use...
You can pick what level you cast that when you click on there.
That's not my healing, that's my mass healing ward. That heals everybody. That's my level
Yeah.
3 spell.
It should, Cure Wounds should also be on there if you dragged it out of the compendium.
It's not. Weird.
Try re-dragging it, see if it adds it.
I was having problems dragging stuff.
what
I'm
are you
kind of
running, Dylan?
dealing with this.
Yeah, let's say if you want to give me access, I can do it, because it seems to always work for me.
Here, I'll just write it in quick. Oh, there we go. Now you're good.
I got it. Okay. So let's try this again.
Now, you add 6 on top of that still, Allie.
Why?
Because your domain, you add your cleric level to all your heals.
Oh, then I can do +6.
Well, you can just add that in on the attack roll. If you just modify it, add a +6 in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm doing.
'Kay.
+6.
You should do that for all your heals, I
the-
suppose, if it works.
The
that
bottom
way.
one there, Allie, I made it so it was +10.
Oh, you fixed it?
Yeah, so there's the 2 there. Use the bottom one.
Oh, so I can take this one off?
Yeah, just go ahead and roll the bottom one first, though. Yeah, there we go. Perfect.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't see anything either.
Roll 20 is lagging a bit, or it is for me, anyways.
Oh, there we
There
go.
we go.
I only wanted to use it once, though.
You feel super rejuvenated.
Yeah, you're a hell of a healer, damn.
Keep up this fight. I will heal you.
Oh my god, I'm so healed.
You just had a kitten run up to you and fucking brush you, and now you feel super rejuvenated. I kind of feel like the other Baldric's a little jealous.
I love at the size you are. She literally is a kitten.
I fixed your other one, Allie, your mass healing word.
Oh? What do you
So-
mean?
So now when you click it, it'll give you the correct amount of bonus to your healing.
Is that the end
Oh,
of your
okay.
turn, Allie?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
As you've been cleaving into the back of him and just being a full bothersome at this point, he turns around and just swings down with his blade at you, Dylan.
Oh damn.
That hit.
Well, yeah, it hits. Roll the damage. I'm halving that,
Hmm.
so half a 17.
As he comes back up, and he goes, "It's just time for you to be gone." He is going to come down with the big sword for another 20. 2d12 plus 5. Alright, sorry, I'm just rolling this again just to... He hits you for 19, and you disappear for... You just watch Maurus pop out of existence as he cleaves straight down.
As you, actually, I don't think I can do both at the same time, I don't think.
And
I only get one reaction.
as the sword hits the ground, and just... You see the dust settle, and Maurus, not only is Maurus gone, the time remnant disappears too, as the sword's 3 crystals uncharge again. Who's next? Maurus, you don't know anything right now. Mesh?
So how much damage does that take total there? I know it took 19.
Half, and then 19. So, what? 8 and... So
Yeah,
20,
8.
27 damage?
Yep, 20.
Mesh is finished what he's doing. He stands up and he turns around, looks at this blue giant.
He's really proud right now that he just obliterated Maurus.
Yep. Mesh stands there and watches. And
You cut out. What's up, bud?
said Mesh stands there and watches.
You don't do anything?
That's correct.
Alright. He just kind of snarks at you. Coward. And Vivian, it's your turn.
I yell at Mesh and say, "Why aren't you doing anything?" As I toss another vial of acid at him.
He fails. And you just see the acid hit him, and he just kind of swats away at the pain.
As the turtle repositions around him to get flanking again. And claws.
Death meat sandwich. Has advantage now, right?
Yeah,
Alright,
so for
yeah.
10.
Alright, melting snow. As you watch the giant that was next to you just kind of phase out. Like, it's straight Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
Wait, does that mean we're gonna lose?
I will then, after it disappears, I will just look around and just say, "Where am I? This is not Strahd.
Barovia.
Barovia.
I'm here for you.
Thank you."
Is that your turn? Just being curious where you are?
Well, the big guy's gone, right?
The one that was next to you, the other, Baldric. There's only one Baldric now.
You're
Oh.
s-
So
You're
there's still that guy there. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I
you're-
will.
Your Sacred Flames is a cantrip too, Allie. If you want to just cast the spell instead of attacking with your weapon.
Okay. Yeah, I will. Are you sure? Oh yeah, Sacred Flame. I will Sacred Flame him. Boom.
He passes, sadly.
Okay, it does nothing then.
As you go to cast a Sacred Flame and you try to talk to your god as you would any other day, it just, you kind of like your prayer in your head hollers, but it just kind of echoes.
Okay.
Like, you're so used to the instant response, but it wasn't there this time. And it is now his turn again. and he's going to turn right back to this one. Not so
Wait, did my turn get skipped?
Oh, because it deleted the other one. Go ahead, have your turn. Sorry. It looks like when I
Yeah,
deleted the
no.
fucking clone, it deleted you. I'm sorry.
Alright, well, how hurt does he look?
Right now he's beat up a little bit, but he's nothing. You've seen him near death, and he's not near death again.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just get to stabbing him some more.
Then, both hit. And how many turns have you been giant for now?
This is like
5.
four.
Alright, so you
Four or
still
five,
got
yeah.
5.
Yeah, we'll call it 5 out of 10.
Hits. So, 10, 18 damage. Alright, then we'll have it go to his turn. As he just goes to kick you in the chest and swing the sword down on you.
Ooh.
Ow.
Yeah, those will hit.
That hurts.
So 6 damage and so 18 damage.
Alright, I can take that, no problem.
As he just kicks you into the chest and slashes at you. Nerd. You seem to be getting pretty hurt by a nerd.
You've been told, son.
And it's
Can I,
this is what, turn 2? So Maurus, nothing. Baldric.
Excuse you? You son of a fucking bitch. How... I'm just gonna spend my turn intimidating him. Oh, it was only a 10.
Let me roll a counter intimidation.
You fucking talk big, kid.
Kid. Let him roll.
Kid.
Oh.
So just imagine it's two dorks trying to make fun of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, mother was a flying pig.
Yep, but he only got, like, 2 attacks in so far on me. So who's the real dork?
Both of you are pretty demoralized because you both suck at intimidating. You're not too intimidated by each other. You're both more upset that you can't come up with a better insult.
I rolled a natural 1 and still beat him, though.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
Did you even realize it was in that one?
Yeah.
So, but you're both just darn dorks. Mesh?
Alright. Mesh looks at this giant blue beast, snarls a very familiar scene before, and a very familiar pink energy starts to emanate.
He's got his back turned to you, so you don't know. Is that the end of your turn, or you cast a magic?
Oh, it's getting cast. Quick casting, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, fuck. I like that roll.
Wow.
Can't you pick to like re-roll some dice?
I can.
You got 2 ones there. You might as well.
I could. I could re-roll those 2 1s and a 2.
If you would like to.
I would expend another sorcery point, which will enable me to only cast this once again, one more time.
So,
It's up to you.
What are we doing?
I'll take 38. I'm good with 38.
You just watch as the missiles all start
familiar pink.
boom, 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 boom. You just hear them all exploding into his back, and you see blood just start dripping down as he just begins to bleed a little bit. Oh, see, bleeding once again. All his old wounds starting to open up.
Every time you do that, I think of that fucking attack Vegeta does on DBZ, where he just throws a bunch of energy balls at somebody.
That's exactly what I said last time. After I fucking do the command, and then the Vegeta strike was the one that me and you killed that snake with.
Yeah, yeah.
Not such a coward anymore, are you?
No, I never was.
Fibs? He passes, so only 5?
Yeah.
Alright. That hits. Your turtles are most vile.
Go, turtle, go!
Vile damage.
10.
Alright, so it then comes to melting snow.
I will try to Sacred Flame him again.
Alright, go ahead.
There we go.
Just as you reach into your head and you hear that dark echo, and you hear, "Child?" And it just, your power just erupts back up, and you just, this very, sacred, it's like a weird fire, it's whitish, just erupts all over. And you watch it just shine and disappear, and you just kind of see him taken back by it. And he just pushes through. And it is his turn again, and right as it's his turn, Maurus, you just kind of fly back and land in the chair. For you, it's been an instant. He just hit you.
Mhm.
And you fly back into the fucking chair and hit it and take your damage that you took before.
Right.
Like, you
Well,
never
well-
realized that you were missing.
Will you allow me to raise my hand and point at him? And blap him with fucking, whatchamacallit?
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Go for it.
yeah, because I was gonna say that right as you vanished, but I was like raising my arm as I disappeared. So, what do I roll this as?
I think it's fire.
Well, I mean, oh, it's a second level spell. Okay, I just wonder what level it rolls as. So, I think I won't use dance spells enough. Okay, as second level, submits.
As you hit, and you're like, "Oh, you asshole!" And you just demonic. So this sacred light just fucking overtook him, and then this devil's fire just swallows him up.
So he gets a DC save for half damage. So it'll be 10 if he saves.
He fails.
20 damage.
He's really hurting at this point again. You. And he just looks at Baldric. "I'll deal with you in a minute." And he will just come down and go for his normal swing. That misses. And that misses. So both of his swings at you do no good, and it brings it back to Maurus's turn.
I'm surprised that you have such high AC. Like, how are you getting your AC so high? What armor do you have on Baldric?
I have breastplate, shield, and 16 dex.
That makes sense. And you got a breastplate.
Yep.
I was just curious. So, I will move back up if it's my turn. Because he's a jerk.
Because he's a jerk.
Fucking sash me into the future.
You don't even know that. Just somehow the turtle got into your spot when you got thrown back, and you didn't hit anyone.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. So here's a question: if I take an action to like use a potion, all I have is a bonus
Oh,
action.
no,
Can I still?
I made potions bonus actions.
Okay. So I guess I will take that healing draught that shrinks me and heals me. So 14. So that's a bonus action.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Straighten my thing out. Okay. So then I will just attack with one weapon, cause I don't have a bonus action to attack with the other. So stab.
Hits. And don't forget your extra D4s.
Oh yeah, I do have extra d4s. Was it 2d4?
Yeah.
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 26. His eyes are starting to swell shut from all the pain he's taking, and you're just starting to cut through the ligaments again. And he's just breathing heavy. Go ahead, Mesh. Or Baldric, sorry, Baldric.
Please kill him.
Aw.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Damn.
He beat you by 1.
Oh, that's so close.
I really wish. Alright, that's your turn, right?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Mesh?
As Mesh lets out a hearty scream, you see that same pink aura surround him.
Straight Hellzone's grade.
We're going to spend a sorcery point to re-roll
3 of the ones.
3 of those ones. So we will roll.
Oh, you can only re-roll 3 dice.
Yeah. Currently.
3d4.
So -3 plus.
Oh, that brings you at 33, 36, 37.
37.
Jesus. That is so much damage.
And how much overkill?
He's still standing. This guy is fucking a health tank and a half. As you guys just all the grenade, or you're hell zone grenading him, right? That how you were describing it?
Oh
You
yeah.
set in a circle around him. He kind of looks up and it just humbles into him, and he's just kneeling down now, just trying to block everything hitting from overhead. As this barrage is going on, go ahead, Fabian. Matt? Oh, there you go. Alright,
Turtle is attacking first.
hits. Go ahead.
It's lagging. It'll get there.
9. Alright.
Is he still standing?
Mm-hmm. He's still grunting through it all.
I was hoping the turtle would finish him off.
And he fails that for 7. Alright, melting snow.
Alright. Radiance. Or no, not radiance, sorry. Sacred flame.
He passes. Just that, and your voice just falls silent again too. You're like, what the fuck's going on? And it is now back up to his turn. And I thought I told you to stay gone as he turns back. Hardly swinging. Or hardly able to swim, he picks back up the cleave and twists the handle. That misses, right? 13?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
He just sweeps through over top of you and just grunts as you watch the crystals just explode on the sword. And he swings back just out of anger.
That hits. Owie. And so, yeah, I'll just reaction again for halves to 7.
It's your turn now, as he's just blood pouring out of his mouth and his eyes.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna kill that asshole. Am I still? Yeah, I'm still technically flanking, buddy. Just making sure.
Hits.
Sword and dagger
Hits. Ooh.
and sneak attack.
Holy fuck!
How do you want to do it?
Well, I am really tiny again, so it's just gonna be some combination of like climbing up him and stabbing him all over.
Just the same as Kratos would do.
Yeah, it's like a Kratos movie. Like I'm fighting some god, just climbing up and stabbing
I
him.
feel like you drive both swords into both of his eyes and like get in his mouth and just push it open until his jaw rips off. As the body just drops back. And as the sword
That's
hits
like-
the ground and just shatters.
Damn, it's like you fucking rolled a nat 20 on both of them.
He had.
It was a very Kratos thing to do.
You said Kratos, so we did Kratos.
Fair enough, dude.
As it just drops back and hits the ground, and you just see this white tiefling, hardly any real strength to it, and you're looking at the feet it pulled off, and you're like, okay, we're just gonna let that one slide. He had 2 health left.
I am kind of weak as a character. I only have 11 strength.
Dude, he had 3, by the time he used his, that time reverb and everything, he had around 360 health.
Yeah, man, that was a hell of a fight.
Yeah, no.
It was fun.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, it was super awesome that I got 2 Baldricks.
Dude, I was like, if I'm gonna make it that he punches people through time, he has to have something for failing. And I was like, you gotta be the first fucking swing he fails. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I was like, well, I wrote it in. Yeah, I made him up the other night just because I wanted something to do with the time dragon. And
Yeah, that's a cool way to introduce Ali's character too. I like that. I like this whole setup in here. It was really neat. Also, nobody said I was actually stealing that book. I wasn't stealing it.
Yeah, I was
Just
trying to help
walking.
defend you.
Yeah, I just walked off. I was just walking off over here with the book.
It's
Never
not
said
like
I was
you
stealing it.
know.
oh,
How are you gonna leave with that book? How the fuck would you actually?
so as you watch the body hit and you watch the will-o-wisp kind of start floating up in the air, anyone want to take a shot at the will-o-wisp as it looks like it's trying to escape?
I will.
Go ahead. Do you have you just roll an attack that you pick. As it's coming out of the corpse over top of the blood-soaked tiefling.
Sacred Flame.
You just watch the blue orb just erupt into a flame. And go ahead, Baldric. As you
I
hear
just
this
called a
thing
nerd one
screaming at
last
me.
time. Yeah, run away, you nerd.
And you just
You
somehow
nerd.
you see a little will-o-wisp tear fall as it just erased from existence. And from everything, you watch the temporal vortex disappear, and the dragon touches down on the ground and just takes a deep breath.
Hey.
It turns and looks at all of you. Why, thank you.
Turns right to it. What do you know of this?
I was sold away by my parents to live here in exile, but I still serve them well. And Snow, my dear, champion.
Where am I? This is not home.
Hmm.
It's a long story. You died a long time ago. You are the memory of who you were. And I need you as a champion now.
So it shall be.
Thank you. Please tell Illida I apologize. That's your god, right, Illida?
No, it's I'm Matir.
Sorry, I so many notes. I'm a tear. Yeah, I'm Ada. Tell Emida I'm sorry to awaken her, but you are needed.
I will pass on the message.
So, why was I retrieved?
Bahamut felt bad about the whole thing and wanted you back.
No. Father wants me here. He has a job. Something to change time is the only time I'm asked for. Did he make a promise to one of you to fix something?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he promised me to help me with my body situation.
And he floats on over and just puts his claw on you. Humanity. That's what he promised. If this is what Father wills, this is what Father gets. Blue scale. Mother. Mother would probably like to talk to you.
I
The
would
re-
like to talk to her as well.
Then, we have an accord set by my father. And you, young man, lady, I'm not sure. I would like to offer you what my father promised you. Would you go with me?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, but can you make it so I can come back here?
Well, you killed the keeper. It's as you turn around and look at the bookshelves, all the books are dissolving. I will save you a few. As he looks over at Malrus's pocket where he has the Aldean book. We'll make sure that one survives.
Oh wait, there's one book I really want.
Go ahead.
And I run to the bookshelf and see if I can find a really shitty romance novel that
You
that
find
Jennifer told me about
You
during our.
find the world of Twilight.
Yes.
Oh god.
You get to pick between Twilight, Mean Girls, or
50 Shades of Grey.
Oh yeah, do you know what? I'll pick one of those because Jennifer told me so much about it while we were stuck in the time before we got here.
This is gonna get really confusing when it tries to explain technology to you. But
Who?
as he
Can I
spreads
talk
his
to you on a different channel?
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Can I offer to become the keeper of this place?
You want to end him?
It kind of goes. Okay, so a bit of background on this character.
I
He's-
understand. But I'm just saying this is where you want to.
No, yeah, because here, this character is based around a reoccurring character having like my own homebrew campaigns.
Mhm.
where he's like a interdimensional dealer of sorts?
Yeah, no, it'll work out fine. If that's we'll go down there and role play it out real quick.
Yeah.
Oh. I said,
So, with this place diminishing, we shall make our way out. Everyone join with me.
Wait.
Yes, small one.
What if I became keeper?
It's possible, but you're bound here forever.
Can I run a shop out of here to keep me occupied?
I will leave you to your own accords. I will save this piece of space with all the literature in it. But what you do with it is your own. If this is the fate you choose.
Yes. I would like to become keeper of this realm.
Please take a seat on your throne. As you watch the dragon take off, as you walk over to the throne, and he floats over the dead corpse of Nahal, and you just kind of see time revert, and Nahal starts to stand again. And as he stands, you just see his soul ripped from the corpse back into that blue orb, and the corpse dissolves, and his essence begins to float towards you. And it just starts to get absorbed into your body as Vivian just begins to gain all of this knowledge. And just centuries of knowledge pours into you. And it just continues. And just a small smile comes across Vivian's face as you think you know how to pull off what you want to do. Is that all you need, Gnome?
Oh, this is all I need. I will see you guys later.
As Paul... we name him Paulie? I forgot to write it down when we said it. Was it Paulie or Lenny?
Larry?
Larry.
Larry.
Larry looks left towards Mesh. You have a date waiting for you. And you just see a portal open up next to him. Mesh. You want to talk to Mother?
Of course.
That's the fastest
Where?
way there.
Speaking to her.
What did you say?
Where will I be speaking to her?
In her den.
Mesh kind of perks up.
She will.
Quite not.
She will.
Puffs his out.
She will hail for when you are done, and we will retrieve you. But for now, she'd like to hear your story.
I am honored.
The portal just sits there open next to you.
Mesh looks at his fellows, gives them a glance that might seem like it could kind of be appreciation, but given Mesh's certain misunderstandings of social cues, I really have no idea. But anyone that is astute enough to Mesh to that point might say, I think he just did something there that was kind of like a thank you as he walks through. But he does give a very knowing and appreciative glance toward Maurus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3 champions remain. Maurus, actually, And you just kind of see the dragon come back up to you, Phibian. May I have the feather?
What feather. I don't remember a feather.
Your ring.
Oh, yes.
As you pull back on the ring, the feather unfolds around your hand, and he takes it in his mouth and turns over to Baldric. Please put this on.
All right.
Excellent. And then his wings open up, and then the last thing you remember is just seeing the whiteness. And that's where we'll end for tonight.
All right.
Sounds good.
And now we're gonna go fuck with history.
That was actually a really good way to end. I appreciate it.
So, Adam and Allie,
Yes.
have you figured out what this character is based on yet?
Vivian?
Yes.
No.
A keeper of time halfling. No, I have no idea.
Remember a reoccurring character in my games? The little magic box that summoned the gnome to sell things, buy and sell things?
That's him? Oh my god! Okay.
Oh my god. How? You didn't plan this.
I did! I actually planned this. Well, this just kind of worked in perfectly.
Yeah, apparently.
You now have access to everywhere, including our real lives.
Dun dun dun.
If we drug a little longer, I was gonna say there was a book about a bunch of nerds playing a game on a computer. Dude, there's these 5 guys, and they're all just sitting at a computer making up stories about you guys. It's kind of weird. But like I said, Gary, I had a good way to not kill Mesh for a little while.
Yeah, that was perfect. That was
And
perfect.
This should be interesting how I'm going to bring it in.
And then before, once things settle down and all that, and I come, we'll have a nice, good, long sidebar before I actually reintroduced, and we can figure out more of an epic way for my reintroduction.
Oh, it depends. I have this huge clusterfuck going for when we go back in time, and I'm really hoping it works out the way I want it to. I know it won't, but I really hope it works out this one way.
Well, me
So
too.
is-
At this point.
Is Fabian still with us, or are you making a different character now?
Nope, he's gone.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah,
was
because
it-
Dragon
is
said
it
you can
time-
never leave.
Is it time for Lizard Man Warlock?
It is.
Oh my god!
The
Oh,
staff
we have a
just kind of
magic
made it
stick.
super convenient. Or the rod just made it super convenient.
The only thing this means is this is a story about Malrus.
Apparently, I'm the only one left.
Well, it's pretty much always been about you, but
Yeah, it has been.
I don't know what the hell we're gonna do when I actually die.
There's still Baldric left.
the big the problem with Baldric's not one of the Fabian and him were the originals, like the ones who got the tickets
Oh,
to
you're
come
right.
from.
The very first game we played.
Yeah.
Well, you've made it to level 6 without any true issues.
Hey, I was gonna ask, when do I get my feet?
Which one, your left or right?
Like everyone else got a feet as we progressed.
You should totally get one for if you're turning that to your body, right? That's what's happening here.
Maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
maybe. Well, you should totally get a thematic orc trade if you go back, or an elf trade if you don't.
What if he takes the opposite? So if he stays as the elf, he gets an orc trait. But if he goes to the orc, he gets an elf trait.
I actually like that.
It's totally up to Adam in the end, but I think that's kind of fun.
Hmm.
It seems like something you would like, Adam.
You should look up the
Yeah.
racial feats because that's the ones we've been getting mostly for everybody. There's a whole bunch of really cool ones online you should find.
All right.